Hawke's Bay healthcare providers are grappling with a challenging winter season as a high number of influenza cases are requiring hospitalisation alongside COVID.
The viruses that are around at the moment causing winter illness are predominantly influenza, rhinovirus, which is a cough and cold type virus, and then after that we have COVID still occurring as well. While we had that big peak in COVID back in March and April, this time round there's a new peak of illness coming through, and it's predominantly from influenza. We haven't had any influenza in New Zealand for the last 2 years, ever since we went into that alert level 4. The virus has probably changed a little bit from what it was previously. People haven't had as much exposure to it. There's younger kids who've possibly never even been exposed to influenza. With influenza outbreaks, we typically see them lasting between 6 and 8 weeks, so we would expect this to last for several more weeks yet. We do expect this year to be a worse year than usual. Forecasts suggesting that we could be looking at another increase in COVID in July and August, and maybe something like half the population affected already, but there's still more people who haven't had it. Well, it puts a lot of pressure on the hospital in two ways. One is that obviously there's more people coming in with respiratory illness, and so there's pressure on beds. On top of that, obviously we're having staff sickness as well. And that is a combination of people having to stay home, looking after their family members who've got COVID, or they've actually got COVID themselves, or they've got flu.
The Hawke's Bay District Health Board is encouraging the community to take the lessons learned from dealing with COVID and apply them to other illnesses.
We're also trying to make sure that we're preventing as much spread of illness as we can for this winter. With COVID, we're already doing this. We're staying home for 7 days if we catch the illness, as are our contacts. But really the same applies for flu. If you do have flu, you should be staying home. And ideally, you should be waiting for at least 24 hours of not having any symptoms, because it's going to stop spreading it to other people in your work or school. And then there's other common things which we've been saying all along, like hand washing and wearing masks, actually. Anytime you're indoors and close to people, still put on the mask. And the other really critical piece of information is that if people do have symptoms of flu, before they come into emergency department, that they contact Healthline, that they get hold of their regular doctor, have a phone consultation with them, see if they can get some advice about what to do, and only if they really need to come in. But obviously if they're deteriorating and having problems breathing, then people should take urgent action.